Q&A day. We're going through and answering your questions.
Q&A. Q&A.
Q&A.
Q&A. Yeah. You ask, we answer.
Hey. Very first question. We actually had a few of these questions, so we're just going to kind of summarize these all in one. Is about our CRM that we use.
Okay.
You want to take that one?
The CRM that we use is called FirePoint. It's like all in one. So not only is it a place where we have our contacts living, like all the people that we know, all their phone numbers and email addresses, but it also has a lot of features that's actually beneficial to our clients as well.
Yes.
It allows them to search for properties, which is really nice because you can have visibility into what it is that they're searching. So let's say you bring on a new client, they're interested in, searching properties instead of directing them to like the MLS or Zillow or whatever it is. We direct them to our site. We have visibility into their searching. So the benefit to our client is that we can kind of see like what their tastes are, and the more that they search and favorite, the more we can get an idea of what it is that they're liking versus having to do that out in the field and kind of discovering that out in the field. And then there's a feature for them to favorite properties on the site, which is great because then when we're looking to go out property searching with our clients, basically take it from that property list. So it brings the technology all into one place. There's a lot of other things that FirePoint can do. That's kind of like a lot.
And they're constantly improving it too. I feel like every week we get a new email about the features that they've done and added to it, which is kind of cool. So if you're not maybe the most computer savvy, it really breaks it down for you on our end, and then also the client end. We get that feedback, I think, the most out of anything with FirePoint from the actual client of how easy it is to use and also how addicting it is. The pictures are just bigger than most of the other sites, I think, too. So when they're going through, they really go through a lot, and we can see, this person saw 2,000 properties or something crazy.
And honestly, there's so many features that FirePoint offers, but I'm just going to say that those are the two main features because I can do a whole hour-long production on it.
Did we cover that?
We covered it.
All right. Next question. Where do you ladies get all your stats, and how do you make them look so fun?
Ooh, stats.
It is hard to make research look fun, so thank you for saying that. Research is not very sexy. People don't like it that much.
Stats are great though because it's not just, I think it's not just us saying, oh, this is what the market's like. We are showing you the data. We like to collect the stats because it not only makes us more knowledgeable, but it also gives our clients the power to make the decision in the best possible way that they can. It's like we like to do that. We kind of geek out on the numbers because we think that not only does it give us power, but it gives our clients power as well. But 100. She will let you know where we get those from.
We do them. I mean, honestly, when I'm reading through them and I'm reading different articles, they're not always as fun as we make them look. We try to make it relevant, making your content pertain to your clientele is a huge part of it. The data is out there everywhere. If you literally utilize Google. It's 2018. What a time to be alive. You can find anything that you want in a matter of seconds with your fingertips. I type in San Diego real estate market, like what's happening now. There's going to be articles on CNBC everywhere. So just be researching it, really. CoreLogic is another one that we go to a lot. That's a lot of national information, and they do a lot of California.
And then obviously we take the numbers and we put them in a nice graphics.
Exactly. As it pertains to them, you could throw out a bunch of numbers that are insignificant, but how it actually pertains to a millennial specifically, or whoever you're targeting, is the data, the fun fact that you should be throwing out there. This side of my hair is doing good things. This side, not good things. There's like different lumps and layers.
There.
This side, though. All right, that's actually a perfect segue into the next question. Someone is wondering what our favorite marketing apps and programs are. If you haven't heard us talk about this, which we pretty much preach all the time, but it's Canva, CANVA.com is a huge one. All the graphics and stuff that you see on our page, they're all made through there. There's a million free templates on there. Text messages are coming through.
And then the other app that we use is called MailChimp, and this is something that's actually free. Also, and it allows you to email your database, in a professional way.
CutStory is a great program for if you want to put something on your story, but since you only have a limited time, you can film something on your story before it goes to the next page. You can actually just film the entire thing on your camera roll, on the video app portion of your camera, put it in a CutStory, and it'll cut it up for you so you can make multiple videos.
So the three apps that we use the most are Canva.com, which is an app on your phone as well as a website. MailChimp.com, which is a website but also is an app on your phone, but primarily used on the web. And Cut Story, which is an app on your phone.
Oh, and iMovie. That's the only thing we use to edit. We use that a lot too.
iMovie, but that's for Mac users.
Next. What's our favorite TV show, both of us? Ooh, this is tough.
I'm
curious to see what you say here too.
I binge watch reality TV, so anything
worst.
Trashy, I love.
The trashier the better. Loves it.
Love that stuff. Do you have a favorite?
My favorite right now, I mean, there's obvious like old time favorites. Like obviously Friends is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
What is my favorite? Oh, you know, we just finished Wentworth prison show.
She loves that show, actually.
It's so much better than Orange is the New Black. It's pretty good.
It's the Australian version.
It's the Australian version, and it's better. There's more drama.
Okay, next.
Another person wants to know, what do you think you did that gained you the most amount of followers? Ooh, that's tough for specific.
I think we were just ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Work.
But generally, like you can tell by looking at our page, we're really just ourselves.
Authentic,
and pretty authentic to who we are. Engagement is the whole takeaway. Obviously, being ourselves, but ultimately trying to engage and stay relatable and human to your audience is a huge part of how we got our following. All right, next question. I want to know how to be awesome like you guys.
Oh, well.
I don't know if I have tips for that. I think it's bubbles, I swear. It like what makes our like any kind of factor of fun about us. Thank you, though. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We try to have fun with it, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's this? Who's my favorite cousin?
Ooh.
Good question. You are.
See?
You
see what we did there?
You see that?
Do you see?
Dot.
All right.
Connect.
Okay.
What do you see happening in the market down there? Are you seeing the shift?
Yes. It's interesting because we just sat through a really long, presentation regarding the San Diego market and the shift that we're seeing. Even though about 20% of homes were getting a price cut, the appreciation, like the value of the homes, are still increasing. I wouldn't even necessarily call it a shift. I would just call it normalizing, like the market normalized. Because what happened was in the beginning of the year, like homes were appreciating at an astronomical percentage, which shouldn't be happening. It was just going too fast.
You want it all to go to slow curve, right?
So I mean, it's not really a shift. It's just more of like an adjustment to make things not so inflated, because we don't want to inflate the market that quickly, because that's what leads to problems.
I think it's ultimately good for the market. I think it needed to
100%,
correct a little.
All the projections are saying that 2019 is going to be a great year for real estate. So.
Right, next. Ooh, this is a good one. How much champagne do we drink in a week?
Ooh. It really depends on the week. It depends on the week.
She's being shy, I feel like there. It does depend on the week.
Let's just say that we need to be in real estate to support our champagne habit.
It's a healthy appetite, I would say.
It's a healthy appetite for sure.
Next. Someone else wants to know, who trained you? How did you learn so much in such a little amount of time? That's a good question.
What a lot of people don't know is that, Sarah and I graduated from college in 2008. And guess how many jobs were available for college graduates in 2008? So we actually that was a good time. So we actually both have our masters. So that's just because we had nothing else better to do. We couldn't get a job, and so we went on and got our masters. And I think that has a lot to do with how we were able to kind of learn a lot of stuff quickly. Then after we both graduated, we both did corporate sales for at least 5 years each.
So our master's in communication, and then we got into sales. So really we've been studying communication, I would say, for a decade, and been working together for a decade. So we kind of have a good understanding of who each other are and what we can each bring to the table, I think. We work well together and play off each other's strengths and weaknesses from time to time. Our
recommendation to you guys would just be, read, study, learn.
All this is on the internet of how to get started creating your own business. I
find a mentor.
Give full props to her. She's the most go-getter, starter-up person that there is. We already kind of knew the type of agents we wanted to be. Again, kind of knew each other's, I think, strengths and weaknesses to play off of. And this is what you're going to take. This is what I'm going to take. Let's divide and conquer.
Yeah.
And let's run this bitch.
Who run the world? Girls. All right. Well, thanks for joining us again.
That is a wrap.
We love hanging out with you guys, even though we're just in our living room and you're in the internet, but we still like it.
Internet space. Thank you for joining us. We're going to do this, like we said, every single month. So if you think of more questions, send them our way. Business, personal. We get a lot of questions about our broker too. If you do have questions about Big Block, feel free to hit us up. We are happy to answer any and all of those.
Because we love them.
We do.
We love them.
And if you're in San Diego, we're happy to answer any general questions you might have.
Absolutely. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Peace out.
A-Town.
A-Town. Bye.